Hey there guys, Erin here with a little training tip for you. Today I'll be going over the row clean and press. I'll start it out using our body bar, so that's our double-handed row clean press, and then finish it up with that single hand using the med ball. So to get it set up, I'll first give a quick demonstration of how that row clean press is going to go. You want to start in your active stance, so feet are underneath hips, slight bend in your knees, squeeze in your seat. We have an overhand grip. That means the palms are facing in towards the body. From there, we're gonna hit it up to a row. Quickly snap those elbows forward. Overhead press, pull it right back down, and then release. For this movement, breaking it down a little bit, we'll start it with a row. You wanna bring those elbows up just slightly below the shoulder. Very common misconception here is you're trying to get those elbows up as high as you can, but when we do that, we're gonna be targeting those upper traps a little bit more. So rather than thinking about pulling up, I want you to think about pulling wide, trying to rip that body bar apart, and that way we're gonna activate a lot more through the delts and through those posture muscles. So once you hit the top of the row, we have that little bend and snap movement. It's a bend, snap your elbows forward, so we come into the front rack. One thing that we see all the time is rather than hitting that row and clean, you just take a reverse curl up, and what that's going to do is not target as much through the lats, and it's gonna be a lot more work on those wrists as well. So always make sure that you're coming to that full front rack position with those elbows pointed forward. To take that overhead press, your chin is going to start above that body bar, so we have it resting on our shoulders. And from here, we're gonna take that overhead press, pulling your chin back just slightly, pushing it overhead, bringing your ears back on top of those shoulders, and then re-rack it and unhinge that, bringing it right back down. So again, taking that row clean, you pull it up, quick snap forward, slight bend to push, pull down, and then release it. Make sure that when you're pushing overhead, those shoulders stay relaxed and down the whole time. Now we're gonna take it slightly differently and start using our best friend, the med ball. Now, first thing with the setup of this, it's still gonna be that active stance, but it's all about wrist control here. So I want you to make sure that this knuckle comes parallel to the flat side of that med ball before we even get started. Then, once we get to that active stance, this is your single arm. One hand can come to your hip, one hand can come out. It's a choose your own battle there. From here, it's another row, pull it up, snap your elbow in, push it overhead, pull down, and then unrack it. Same thing with the row. Your elbow is below the shoulder, wrist is below elbow. This clean is just going to be a snap down of the elbow, so you're coming strong. Make sure that that wrist stays controlled once you get here. If you need to take a little breath before pushing it overhead to make sure that med ball isn't flopping all over the place, go ahead and take it. From here, it's just that military overhead press, pull it right back down, and unrack it. So, biggest thing with this med ball is just making sure that wrist is not flopping all over. When we see the med ball up in the air like this, I know those wrists are hurting. So make sure that you're checking that form with each and every one of our movements and keeping that core in tight to keep up activation. If you guys have any questions about the row clean and press or any other move for that matter, again, my name is Erin, and you can always come and ask us here at the Barcode as well. Have a great day, ladies.